Right now we're gonna do a song that we love to do. The song that'll rock you. Oh man. Oh, she may be weary. Them young girls, they do get wearied wearing that same old shaggy dress, yeah, yeah, yeah. But when she gets weary, try a little tenderness, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, I know she's waiting, just anticipating a thing that she'll never, never, never possess. No, no. But while she's there waiting, try just a little bit of tenderness. That's all you got to do. Or it might be a little bit sentimental, no, no. She has her grief and care, yeah, yeah, yeah. But the soft words, they are spoke so gentle, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it makes it easier to bear. Oh, she won't regret it, no, no. Young girls, they don't forget it. Love is their whole happiness. Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's all so easy. All you got to do is try. Right now we're going to do a song that we love to do. that same old Jackie dress. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But when she gets weary.
Beyonce. Okay, girl.
Have you seen that? It's just you, bro.
Have you seen that video? That one? Anyone? Okay, go.
Are we just holding them?
Yeah, I mean, you can clip it on you if you want.
I might hold it. I feel like I'm on like a cool show then. Are you recording?
Yeah.
All right.
Hi.
Hello.
As you guys can see, we have Daniel here. And for a lot of you who do not know, we met pretty recently. I would say almost probably like a year.
Nah, bro. It's been much over a year.
Oh, you're right. Longer than a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long has it been?
Okay, now I actually don't know.
When I came to
When
London.
Nah, that's not when we... Wait, when did we first meet, Bo? Was it in London or was it in New York? Because now I'm thinking, I was like, maybe it was in New York.
I think it
when
was
with
in
my
New York.
missus.
I think it was in New York.
So then it's been a year and 6 months, same as my relationship. Well, that's when we
Whoa.
first then met in person.
Because y'all just started dating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy crap. Wow.
Yeah.
I think there's like a conception, maybe people think they know you, or maybe they feel maybe like they have an understanding of who you are. But I feel like it could be cool for us to kind of like bounce between these really cool questions that could allow them to get to know you a little bit more, allow them to get to know me a little bit more.
No, 100%.
Something chill, glass of wine. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Just a little.
On this couch, hey.
Oh my gosh,
me
I would
that red
cry.
wine.
I would actually cry. Okay, first question. Oh, this is a cool question, actually.
Okay.
What do you think I'm learning from you?
So what do I think you're learning from me?
Yeah.
The first thing that came to my mind was maybe like sarcasm.
Okay.
That's just the first thing, mainly just because you're like, when we said it in the car the other day, you were more just like, oh, I'm learning your like jokes and stuff or things like that.
And when I say like I'm learning you, like I'm literally learning like your jokes.
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
I know when you're about to joke and when you're about to say something
100%.
smart. Yeah.
And you know now, like if I say something like real nice, we're gonna come back
right after
around with it.
100%. 100%.
But like learning isn't like to helping you. I don't actually quite know. Then when you read that question, like I was thinking like, is it asking like, am I teaching you anything? And I don't think
Could
so.
be. Could be.
But-
I think there's beauty in like your friends teaching you things. Like I have friends that teach me things all the time. All of my friends pretty much teach me things or have taught me something. Like I think that's the beauty of the friendship in itself.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
Oh. Describe the moment you felt most alive.
ooh. Wow, that's a really good question. I would say the moment I felt the most alive would have to be...
That's a hard one.
It is. I would honestly say, though, I think moving to New York.
When you feel most alive your whole time here, or when you first moved here?
When I first moved here, I think I felt really, really alive. And I still think I feel that way now, but I think the feeling of leaving my hometown, which was very small, and having never been to New York, the first time I ever moved to New York was when I got on a plane to come here. That was the first, and that was my first time on a plane. Like, literally, my first time ever flying was me moving to New York
How
for
old
the
were
first
you
time.
again?
I was 19.
19.
So it took me there was a form of like risk that I was so comfortable with taking, and like I was just so like excited to take the risk of it. And again, I felt so alive in that. Like I didn't see it as a risk. I didn't see myself failing.
that.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't see me moving to New York as a sense of a possibility of me failing, because I didn't have anything. All I had was the opportunity to gain something, either a blessing or a lesson at the end of it. So yeah, I felt so alive when I first moved here, man. Like I moved here also with like a ton of expectations of what it was going to be like, and some of them are met, but a majority of them were really diminished by the reality of how I look and, you know, being queer and being an artist and all these things. But for the most part, it's been so liberating being here. And yeah, I would say that's probably the time that I felt the most alive. There's also something really special about the summer of 2016. If you know, you know, but there's something so special about...
I'm like here and I'm like,
do you,
I don't know.
You're like, I have no
2016.
idea.
That's
the
when
summer...
I moved to like London, I think.
Really?
It's funny because when you said the same thing about moving from where you moved from to New York, but it's the same feeling I had when I moved from New Zealand. I was like, I don't really have anything to lose.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it as failing. I was like, because I can try it out and then I just come back.
Right.
And everything else here is going to stay the same.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, that was my thing. I was like, I know for a fact I can't go back to Arkansas. I knew I just wasn't going to survive there. Like, as an artist, as, again, a closeted person at the time, I just knew I wanted to experience life out of a sense of not having to survive anymore. Like, I felt living in Arkansas, I was constantly surviving because I was living facades and I was trying to, like, fit molds that I was never meant to fit inside of. So
I get that.
yeah, me leaving Arkansas was like, again, me breaking out of that mold and really building my own. So I felt the most alive then, for sure.
That's so funny as well that you say that, because like last night, so my missus has just put me on to like watching the Great British Bake Off or baking show or whatever it is.
You be baking? You be baking?
Nah, not yet, bro. But I told her, I was like, I'm gonna start. Like, I want to try now. But the thing is, I never was like into that show. Like, I never even watched the show, right?
Yeah.
And then like I'm laying in bed watching it with her, and bro, like it's all just like positivity, man. Like it's like everyone's just positive. Obviously, there's sad moments, but everyone's so helpful and stuff. And I was like, why did I grow up playing sports? I was like, because that was the mold I was put into.
Yeah.
Like I grew up playing rugby and stuff, and I was like, I should have been doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
Like this is so positive.
Yeah.
Like obviously sports is great, but I was like, I was doing it because that's what you do.
That's what you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah.
Where now, bro,
No.
I'm sitting in New York in bed, British Bake Off. That's what I am.
Just planning your banana bread.
Yeah, bro. No, I'm
100%.
gonna start baking, bro. I'll
we go.
make you something.
I appreciate it.
All right.
I want to make sure we're still filming. Oh, we're chill. Next question. Ooh, okay. This is a good one.
Okay.
What's a mistake you make repeatedly, and what would happen if you stopped making it?
So I'm currently still making this mistake. The only thing I can think of, but I'm kind of overcoming it now, but it's the closest thing I can think of, is kind of genuinely hanging out with people who like maybe don't have my best interest in mind, or who maybe don't have the same, whether it be like loyalty or whatever it could be,
Yeah.
as you maybe do for them and things like that.
Yeah.
Where like now I'm really starting to realize it, and then just putting, I don't know, just being kind of aware of how people treat you and how you view them and things like that.
100%.
That would probably be one that I was making a lot.
Yeah.
And kind of not knowing the difference between, let's say, a really good loyal friend who's there, and then just other people.
Yeah. No, but even to the point of like friends, I think I also had that same feeling, and especially here in New York, I think finding community here in New York is really, really tough. I think finding community as a young adult in general is just really interesting, and it's kind of hard, especially when you start to take a step back and understand what it looks like for people to have not only like good intentions, but like your best intention at heart, you know? So yeah, I had a really hard time finding, I think, a really good community of friends here when I first moved, because I just wanted community. It didn't matter if it was a good community, if they were a helpful community. I just wanted community, and I just didn't want to feel like I was alone. But to that point, you start to really realize, like, one, how do I feel when I'm no longer with you? You know, like, how do I feel like when we leave each other, right? Even in this sentence, like when I'm to leave you, I know how I will feel after this interaction, right? Like I'll feel uplifted. I'm already knowing. But there are so many situations of friendships where I'm like, oh my God, like I'm just depleted, or I'm exhausted, or I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're normally, because there's, well, at least like is there a sense of acting? Are you you're not being exactly your authentic kind of like self, and maybe the people around you aren't bringing it out in you. Where when you do have that connection with your friends and things like that, like you can feel recharged and stuff, like because you were just being you.
Yeah.
Like you're not fronting.
Yeah,
or whatever.
but also like what they poured into you in that moment is like fully. I don't know. I just think it's a really beautiful thing. So. This question.
Bro, you got me nervous, man.
Actually, no. It's a really beautiful question. I will say. Let me not.
Yeah, I can tell by the laughing.
No, because it's because it's you, and again, I know how you play, but I think this is a really beautiful moment for you to lock in. When was the last time you cried, and why?
Oh, you know this though. I told you.
The movie.
I told you this, yeah.
The movie.
So I never like cry in movies really ever. Like it's a rare one. It's not because I'm like, oh, much. It's just, it takes a lot. And yeah, A Man Called Otto, I was on the plane. tears rolling down my face.
You were sick.
But I was also in my moment. I was like, yeah, like I'm crying.
You're like, yes.
I'm happy about it. Like, I remember no part of me was trying to be like this. I was like, you guys see this?
Like, do y'all have Kleenexes? Anyone?
That movie, I mean,
It wrecked you.
Yeah,
It wrecked you.
It was so real. Like, that's why I told you to watch
Yeah.
it. Like, and I recommend everybody to watch it. And like, it's just such a simple, raw, sad, happy movie.
Yeah.
That was the last time. What's one piece of advice you have for me? Quit YouTube.
Stop posting them damn videos and no. Honestly speaking, I would say to continue to enjoy the process of it all. I think would be, to just continue to remember to enjoy the process of all of this. Because I think our lives move very fast.
100%.
And I think this industry expedites that because you start to think next collection, next thing, next deal, next quarter, next. And you're never really given the opportunity to fully soak in the present moment.
Yeah.
And I say that bifold because I feel like I'm a product of that as well. But yeah, I think you're truly one of the hardest working people I've met in a very long time. And I see it. I see it all the time. I know to a degree what you're facing in terms of like trying to make sure that this is, a successful brand for you, but also like then balancing personal life and then like finding the balance between like, you know what I'm saying, business and like life, you know what I'm saying? So rather that be, taking your sacred pauses of like enjoying the moment, taking yourself, rewarding yourself, congratulating yourself. Like you've done so much. You've done in such an amazing amount of time. Not that time is the determining factor of success, but again, I want you to feel the fruits of your labor because you're doing great. And I just want you to make sure that you're like patting yourself on the back along the way of being like, oh my God, yeah, we did great. So that would be my advice.
I appreciate the compliments in there as well. Okay, Dion.
Yeah, what sense of advice or what piece of advice would you give me?
Shave your hair. No, I'm kidding. No, I love your hair, bro.
Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all see?
Any idea that you have or like any kind of like goal or interest, I would just say just do it. Try it. Put in the time and like just like anything, again, like where it is opening a coffee shop, whatever, like I would just be like do it, try it, why not? And I know you're like this as well anyway, but that would be 100% like, I think you're also like very talented, so I believe you'd be able to like take up something and just go full force with it. That would be like my just advice. It was more just like keep doing that. Again, whether it be like, tennis, like bro, go all in with it. Whether it be like YouTube and stuff like that, like go with it. Like you can do this. Like I believe you're capable of doing whatever it is that you want to do. Yeah. And I think just again, the more you do, the more you'll kind of like be introduced to whether it be new things, new excitements, new joy. And I just think there's something so great in that and just trying new things. And I think you have the energy for it. I think you have the kind of like the social aspects for it and stuff to just be able to learn from so many people. And you're the type of person that people want to also give you their time. Because again, you're like a joy and stuff to be around. So I think through that, you'll just get more and more knowledge.
Thank you.
So, but yeah, really consider shaving the hair. Okay, it's gonna sound bad because I actually like your hair is like the sickest bit.
Y'all, I can't stand this man.
Yeah. Happy you're here, honestly. Truly. I'm gonna let you get on my nerves.
Let us know what you guys think of these mics.
I don't even know if it's still working. Oh, it is. It is. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This morning I woke up, went to the gym, came home, showered, and honestly just had like a calling to really just sit down and meditate. And I've done meditation before, but it's never really been a practice that I've been able to fully induce within my day-to-day schedule. And today I was just like, I don't want to make any excuses anymore. I want to actually sit down with myself and figure out how I'm feeling. And honestly speaking, it really set me up, I feel like, to have an amazing day. I feel centered. I feel like I have the direction of what I want to get out of my day. I feel like I've set my intention for the day because I feel like I have an understanding a little bit more of myself today, if that makes sense. In doing so, I decided to journal after the fact, and I recently have been coming into this understanding of the power of no. So yeah, I journaled about it, and I was like, maybe I'll just like take little excerpts from that, but I feel comfortable to share what I wrote in my journal this morning because I feel like it's the truest form of kind of what I felt. So yeah, I would love to read you guys kind of what I jotted down and share with you the feelings that I had this morning. So here I wrote, I am experiencing the art of becoming. In the midst of surpassing expectations, you realize you are standing in the waters of miracles. It is here at times that resonates pressure. I'm coming to fully understand the becoming of my ancestors' wildest dreams, their trumpets blaring in ceremony of my arrival. Yet at times, there's a reservation and tenderness within my stride. Not a lack of confidence, however, a form of preserving. What am I saving for? Who and what am I waiting for? Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. You are capable. You are worthy. You are loved. You are ready. I feel like so much of me arriving at this place was due to a lot of no's. When I think of no's today, I think of them as a sense of redirection. I think of them as a sense of protection. And in that, I can't imagine what my life would look like if I had gotten every yes that I thought I deserved. I can't think of what my life would look like if I got every yes that I thought was for me, right? And again, now I look at those no's that I got along the way as true forms of protection, as true forms of redirection, of there's something not just so much better for you, but that is actually for you. It comes in waves at times because you can understand and feel like, oh my gosh, like I remember when I had this idea that the world had it out for me and that I was in a place where I felt that I was continuously having to fend for myself in life. I felt like I was constantly in a constant state of battle with life. I think the big change happened again when I started to see these no's as blessings, honestly. I know that it's really subjective to each person, right? But I just hope that any of you that are going through a season of no's, right? A season of, trial after trial after trial, may you look at those things and may they reach you as a sense of redirection and as a sense of full protection. So many times those no's that we thought were forms of punishment turned out to be our biggest protectors. It's sometimes hard to look at it in that moment, but it takes you a little bit down the road to be like, oh my gosh, that saved me. That no, that wasn't for me. That literally was not for me. And man, it gets me choked up sometimes because I can't imagine in that moment of that facaded yes. I can't even imagine who I would have been coming out of that. Who that would have morphed me into, who that would have molded me into. So as crazy as it sounds, I'm so grateful for those no's. I'm so grateful for those no's because, again, they were my forms of, I think they were like my angels. I think they were my guardian angels looking over me, overseeing what was actually for me. Also, as an update, I got back into therapy and I had a great session. Again, I feel like therapy is a sense of understanding, one, why you're in therapy. And I think that's really what I need to do right now. I'm not too sure that this therapist is the one for me, but again, I think I need to hold accountability and understand what it is that I'm even looking for out of this experience. Again, right? Because I had a therapist before, was amazing, did a lot of healing, did a lot of groundwork, and now my intention has shifted because I have shifted, I've changed. Again, I need to just figure out what it is exactly that I'm seeking within this experience all over again. But I'm excited for what's to come out of it. I really am. Today, first off, it's raining cats and dogs outside. It's raining so crazy. I'm flying out to Paris for a week. Very, very excited. I haven't been back to Paris in about, oh my gosh, since like June or something like that. So it's been a while. And yeah, again, I hope each of you are so well. I hope that we're all taking the time to really be mindful of what is happening in our world. I hope that you guys check up on your friends, check up on your family, and most importantly, check in on yourselves. And with that, I love you, and I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. All right, last bit of the, Daniel has to freestyle.
What? Freestyle for any. Oh, I thought you were going. All right.
No, I'm giving you the beat. I'm laying it out.
Nothing. Subscribe.
Keep going. Yeah.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say. I wish you the best.
Man is writing a whole like. I hope you're. You got it with. I hope you're well.
Yours sincerely,
Daniel.